So, how do I know if I'm getting paid market value? I would be happy to have that conversation with anyone who would like to discuss that with me. And this is a time of year when it seems to be it was just compensation season. People are reflecting on what the firm told them for 2021. And you may only know what the compensation system is at your own firm. It's possible you've only ever been there or you've only ever been a partner there. And there are firms that look at business generation as the primary factor in compensation. There are firms that have more weight to the actual hours that you're working and what you're working on. There are firms that have a combination of those two things. There are firms that combine that business generation and the hours worked with some intangibles, like whether you were a good firm citizen, which sometimes means whether you were doing a lot of non-billable work on behalf of the firm. They want to know, are you a good supervisor? Are you speaking and writing? Are you networking? Are you doing those kind of things? And there are firms that are completely transparent about it, and you may know what you make and what every other partner at your firm makes. And there are firms where it's a complete black box system where you may not know what anybody else at the firm is earning except for yourself. So because it's my job to know as much about the market as I can, and I talk to as many law firm partners and the management side of the law firms too, I do tend to know probably a lot more about compensation systems at various firms than you normally would or would need to. And sometimes it's a little uncomfortable to discuss compensation with your friends or in a social context. So anyone who would like to have a view on the market and talk through what your compensation looks like and what I think you might be able to earn at a different firm, I'd be happy to have that conversation. I am not trying to convince anyone that they're unhappy. I really only want to work with law firm partners and solo practitioners who are unhappy where they currently are, but still wish to practice law in a way that I can help them and find them a much better platform and a much better fit. So in the past, I've had conversations with several people about compensation, and sometimes I have to tell them that they're being paid over market and they're not going to be able to even equal that salary at another firm. And if they're not unhappy because of anything else, then they probably should stay where they are. And sometimes I'm able to tell people that, yeah, your feeling about that was right. You are underpaid and you could really command a much higher compensation package just by moving at all, not by moving to any place in particular. So there really is a wide range out there, but because it's my job to know more about it, I may have a little bit more information than you do. So anybody who would like to reach out and schedule an appointment on my calendar, we can have a quick conversation about what compensation might look like for you at another firm. And that may inform whether once people feel like they're being compensated appropriately, sometimes they feel more appreciated at the current firm and decide that they are quite happy and they would like to stay.